long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Every story has a beginning, a way to indicate to the reader that the story has commenced, and that the tale is about to be told. It's a form of storytelling as old as time. You know how it goes. Once upon a time, in a land far away, the boy who lived, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Take your pick. Before we ever meet a character, before we ever see a magical land, the narrator or the storyteller will start off by these beginning statements. Every heartache, tragedy, moment of excitement, and profound insight begins here. How odd is it then that Star Wars begins with a paradox? Star Wars has long been considered the realm of science fiction. Science fiction is known for delving into the future of technology. Even if you were to ask the common person on the street when Star Wars takes place, I think a version of the future where humanity has claimed the stars will immediately jump to the imagination. Star Wars is a realm of technology far outstripping anything possible on Earth. So the logical conclusion would be that the story of Star Wars must take place sometime and some place in our far future. Yet, the Star Wars story isn't humanity's future. Indeed, it isn't even the Milky Way galaxy. So then, why are we so invested? Why do we care for aliens who, for all we know, have been dead for a very long time? Even the so-called humans in the Star Wars universe cannot truly be human. They may resemble Earthlings, but they're not from Earth. So if you put a human and the Star Wars equivalent to a DNA test, you'd probably find that they're very, very different. So this story takes place in a universe we're not a part of, an era and time before our own, and yet we're expected to relate to the characters? I believe someone put it best. Times may change, but war never changes. In spite of how alien and different the Star Wars universe is, we see it as familiar to our own in one way or another. We recognize the longing of a young boy to strike out into the world and make a difference. We recognize the horror of armies marching to the drums of war. We recognize the despair and the rise of evil, and the joy and hope of liberation. Most important, we recognize the urge and will to save what we love. The denizens of the Star Wars universe might not be human, but they are humane. Perhaps to some, the Star Wars galaxy is a dire warning about war. About how, for all their technological achievements, war, devastation, and despair are inevitable. However, I think that there's a note of optimism in this. That in spite of the war, the devastation, and the despair, life will find a way to continue, and that hope lives on. George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, first envisioned his tale as the Journal of the Wills. The idea being that within the context of the story, the entire Star Wars saga is being told to a group of cosmic entities known as the Wills, taking place centuries after the story itself has taken place. Stories are a lot like time capsules. They're a way to convey our knowledge and our truths throughout time. So next time you're sitting down to watch a Star Wars movie and those famous words come up, spare a thought for how the stories connect us and bind us through time, like a kind of force. I'll be seeing you, Krazy Crew, in a galaxy not so far away. Hey Krazy Crew, I just wanted to point out, if you're looking for more Star Wars content, there should be a playlist available called Star Wars Defined. It was set up by Brown Table, similar to that One Marvelous Scene playlist that happened earlier last year. So if you have a lot of time on your hands and you're looking for a lot of people to really talk about what they love about Star Wars, I'd give it a look. If you happen to enjoy this video and would like to see more, I'd appreciate a like, comment, or subscribe to let me know that you're interested in this sort of content. And that way I can keep pumping out more for you guys. So, till the sun sets again, my Krazy Crew, stay gold.